Not long ago, when you bought a truck, every feature in it was yours for life. Heated seats worked, remote start worked, cruise control worked. They came with the truck. That deal is over. Automakers are now locking features behind monthly and yearly fees, even when the hardware is already physically built into the vehicle you paid for. We are counting down 10 of the worst examples hitting truck owners today, ranked from irritating to outrageous, and ending with a glimpse of where this whole thing is heading next. We start at number 10 with the subscription that started it all. In the 10th place, OnStar stands as the original gateway drug to subscription creep in American trucks and SUVs. General Motors started the OnStar experiment back in 1996, pitching it as a safety lifeline. Fast forward to today, and that once reassuring blue button in your Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, or Escalade has turned into a toll booth. The hardware is factory installed in every new General Motors truck: antenna, cellular modem, speaker mic, the works. But the real trick is the software lockout. For 2025 models, General Motors gives you 8 years of the so-called basics for free: remote unlock, vehicle locate, crash response, and stolen vehicle assistance. After that, you are on the hook for a paid tier, $34.99 a month for OnStar One, or even more if you want streaming apps or hands-free driving. Miss a payment, and the features you already paid for go dark. OnStar normalized the idea that you could buy a truck, but not actually own what is inside it unless you keep paying. That precedent opened the door for every nickel and dime fee that followed. And if you think the monthly bill stops here, just wait until you see what happens with the next so-called convenience. Number 9, the built-in Wi-Fi hotspot takes nickel and diming to a new level. Every 2023 to 2025 Silverado, Sierra, F-150, and Ram 1500 rolls off the line with a factory-installed cellular modem and roof antenna, hardware you already paid for, sitting right above your head. But unless you shell out for a separate data plan, usually $20 to $50 a month, sold right at the dealer, the hotspot sits dark. The modem, the antenna, the router, all locked down until you pay rent on your own truck's internet. Ford, General Motors, and Ram all play the same game. Dealer plan sheets confirm the price. The real kicker is the silent switch. Service stays inactive unless the monthly fee clears. The tech is always there, but the privilege to use it comes with a bill every single month. This isn't some luxury add-on. It's basic connectivity turned into a permanent micro fee. And if you think paying rent on your own antenna is bad, wait until the next so-called convenience gets locked behind a paywall. 8th place, remote start has gone from a simple comfort to a hostage negotiation. For decades, you paid the dealer once and got a button on your key fob that fired up the engine on a cold morning. It was yours for the life of the truck. Now Ford, GM, and Toyota have flipped the script. The hardware is still there in every new F-150, Silverado, and Tundra, but the privilege to use it depends on a monthly payment. Miss a renewal, and you are greeted with a message on your dash or app: remote start unavailable, renew subscription. Owners post screenshots in forums, baffled that a feature they thought they owned just vanished. The going rate? Anywhere from $10 to $30 a month, depending on which brand you drive. GM's OnStar remote access clocks in at $14.99. Ford bundles it in their connected services for a similar fee. Toyota's Remote Connect is $8 to $15. The result is the same: stop paying, and the button that once made winter bearable just quits. It is a small, daily betrayal that turns a basic comfort into a recurring bill. And it is only the start of how automakers are tightening their grip on what you can access in your own truck. Number 7, the smartphone as key feature takes the subscription hustle from annoying to downright offensive. Ford, Hyundai, and GM all pre-install the NFC, antennas, and Bluetooth modules that let your phone unlock and start the truck. Hardware you paid for, installed in the door and dash from day one. But that digital key only works as long as your connected services subscription is paid up. Let the plan lapse, and your phone stops being a key. You're back to digging out the old plastic fob, just like it's 2002. Ford's own support docs admit it. No paid Ford Pass security package. No phone as key. Hyundai's digital key, same deal. Lose your Blue Link subscription. Lose the feature. GM wraps it in OnStar. After 5 years, the remote key function vanishes unless you pay up. Owners have posted screenshots of their apps suddenly showing activation pending or feature unavailable the moment a trial ends. It's not just about convenience anymore, it's about access. The truck is sitting in your driveway, the phone is in your hand, but the company can lock you out with the flip of a server switch. That's not ownership. That's a rental with a monthly ransom. And if you think this is as far as automakers will push, wait until you see what happens when they start charging to heat your seat. Number 6, BMW's heated seat subscription marks the moment the public finally pushed back. And for a brief, satisfying window, the automaker actually blinked. In July 2022, BMW rolled out a paywall on front seat heating. $18 a month or a $415 unlimited unlock for hardware that already came baked into the car. The backlash was instant and loud. Forbes, Motor One, and every major outlet ran headlines about the absurdity of paying rent to warm your own backside. A Change.org petition racked up more than 30,000 angry signatures. Even BMW's own sales chief, Peter Noda, went on record calling the move probably not the best way to start. By September 2023, the company scrapped the subscription, quietly returning heated seats to the standard equipment list. But don't pop the champagne yet. BMW is still experimenting with paid subscriptions for other features, from high beam assist to 360-degree cameras. The lesson? A little outrage can work, but the dream of micro-billing for every comfort isn't dead. If anything, BMW's misstep gave rivals a roadmap for how to do it with less PR blowback. And if you think the automakers have learned their lesson, just wait until you see how much Tesla can charge for software alone. Number 5, Tesla's full self-driving subscription is the moment the auto industry stopped pretending subscriptions were a side hustle and started printing money in broad daylight. Tesla charges $99 a month, every single month, for software that's already sitting on the computer under your dash, waiting for Elon's servers to flip the switch. That is not a typo. $99 month after month for a feature that never belonged to you even after you bought the truck. More than 1.2 million drivers are now paying for full self-driving, including a growing number of Cybertruck owners who thought they were buying the future but ended up leasing it by the month. Do the math. That's over $1 billion a year in recurring revenue just for letting customers use what their own hardware can already do. No heated seat, no streaming radio, no remote start comes close to this scale. Tesla's subscription page lays it out in black and white. Model S, Model 3, Model X, Model Y, Cybertruck, all eligible, all on the hook for the same monthly fee. This is the gold rush that every other automaker dreams about. While BMW got roasted for charging to heat your seat, Tesla just quietly made the subscription model the new normal, at a price that could buy you a whole used truck every decade. And if you think $99 a month is where the story ends, just wait until the old school brands try to muscle in with their own hands-free driving subscriptions. Number 4, General Motors is pulling the plug on free Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, not just in their electric cars, but across their entire truck and SUV lineup by 2025. Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, if it's a new GM, the days of plugging in your phone and getting your maps and music on the dash are over. Instead, GM wants you locked inside their own OnStar-driven infotainment system, where every app, every navigation update, every streaming service is another chance to swipe your card. The hardware for CarPlay and Android Auto is still there. Screens, processors, USB ports, but the software switch is flipped off at the factory. Owners are funneled into a proprietary app store with OnStar as the gatekeeper and monthly fees for anything beyond the basics. The official line is that it's about a seamless experience, but the real story is ecosystem control. Once you're in the walled garden, you pay rent on every feature, and GM can decide what you see, what you pay, and what goes dark if you miss a bill. This isn't just about losing a free perk. It's about closing the exits before the real toll booths go up. And with hands-free driving packages next in line, GM's strategy is clear. Cut off the free alternatives, herd everyone into the subscription corral, and make sure every new feature comes with a monthly price tag. If you thought the old school days of buying a truck meant owning everything in it, GM just rewrote the rulebook. Coming to the top 3, GM's Super Cruise hands-free driving package is where the subscription racket stops being a Silicon Valley experiment and becomes business as usual for mainstream trucks. The numbers are impossible to ignore. Over 620,000 drivers are already paying for Super Cruise as of late 2025, turning what used to be a high-end Cadillac party trick into a cash register bolted onto the Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, and Escalade. The hardware, including radar, LiDAR, and cameras, comes pre-installed at the factory, waiting for the software to be unlocked. GM gives you 3 years to get hooked, then the meter starts running at $40 a month, or about $250 a year, just to keep using a feature your truck already has. Miss a payment, and the hands-free system you relied on for road trips and commutes goes dead, even though every sensor and circuit is still sitting there under the hood. The revenue speaks for itself. GM pulled in over $200 million from Super Cruise subscriptions in 2025 alone, and the chief financial officer is already bragging about the remarkably large margins these digital toll booths deliver. This is not a niche upcharge for early adopters. It is a mainstream tax on the core of the American truck market, with hundreds of thousands of owners footing the bill month after month. And if you think $40 is the ceiling, Ford's Blue Cruise is waiting in the wings, pushing the price of hands-free even higher. The subscription model is not just here, it is profitable, it is growing, and it is aimed directly at the trucks Americans buy most. The question is not whether you will pay for features you thought you owned. The question is how much more they will charge once the competition heats up. Number 2, Ford Blue Cruise takes the old idea of cruise control and transforms it into an $800 a year commitment with no shame and no apology. Ford's pitch is simple: hands-free highway driving, available on the F-150, F-150 Lightning, Explorer, Expedition, and Mach-E. The hardware, the radar, the cameras, and the sensors are built in at the factory. But after a 90-day free trial, the system goes dark unless you pay up. The current sticker is $49.99 a month, or $495 for the year. But for most of its run, Blue Cruise hit owners for nearly $800 a year. Ford's own pricing pages spell it out, and dealer sales staff are quick to push the subscription at closing. If you want to avoid the annual shakedown, there's a so-called lifetime option, $2,495 up front, which only covers 7 years of service. After that, the meter starts again. Roughly 200,000 owners have signed up, according to internal estimates, and that number is still climbing. Most are retirees and working families who bought an F-150 expecting to own what they paid for, not to rent it back every year. The cost isn't just a nuisance. For anyone on a fixed income, $800 a year is a serious hit, especially when the hardware is already sitting in the dash, waiting for a server in Dearborn to flip the switch. Miss a payment, and your hands-free system shuts off mid-ownership, even though all the sensors and cameras are still working. Ford's Blue Cruise isn't just a convenience fee, it is a recurring tax on the promise of modern driving. And if you think this is the end of the line, the next step is bigger and more permanent. The entire truck, from bumper to tailgate, sold as a platform for monthly tolls. And finally, in first place, the end game no one asked for: your entire truck sold as a subscription platform. This isn't a conspiracy theory or some distant threat. It's the business plan spelled out in black and white by every major automaker's quarterly report. General Motors now brags about more than 13 million subscription customers, with CFO Paul Jacobson crowing on an earnings call about the remarkably large margins these digital toll booths deliver. That's not a rounding error. That's the future of the business. Every Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, and Escalade wired from the factory with rear-wheel steering, 360-degree camera packs, and power boosts. Features you can see, touch, and even pay for in the sticker price, but which stay locked until you cough up the monthly fee. It's not just GM, Volvo, Mercedes, BMW. They all have functions-on-demand roadmaps. BMW will sell you an acceleration boost or a 360-degree camera pack as a software unlock, even though the hardware is already under your seat. Mercedes is rolling out subscription power upgrades on their EQ models. Volvo's CEO openly calls the car a software platform where every feature is a potential rental. This isn't just about comfort or convenience anymore. It's about control. The numbers are staggering. General Motors' subscription base now dwarfs its own Cadillac sales. The recurring revenue from these features is measured in billions, and the margins make selling trucks look like a charity project. The wiring harness, the seat heater, the radar and LiDAR, they're all installed at the factory, but the company keeps the keys. Miss a payment, and the features you thought you owned go dark at the flip of a server switch. This is the moment where the old idea of ownership dies. The truck in your driveway is no longer fully yours. It's a rolling platform packed with hardware you paid for, but only get to use if you keep feeding the meter. The automaker can add fees, remove features, or shut down entire systems, all from a corporate dashboard. The question isn't whether your next truck will be a subscription. The question is how much you'll pay for what you already bought. So here's the real test. Look at the wiring, the sensors, the cameras, the seat coils in your new truck. They're all there waiting for a cloud server to say yes or no. If you still own a truck or SUV that works without a monthly bill, hang on to it. And if you've been burned by a subscription insult, call it out in the comments. Brand, feature, in the last truck you will ever sell, because the era of true ownership is ending, and the only way to fight back is to refuse to pay rent on your own hardware. Across all 10 paywalled features, one pattern is undeniable. The hardware is in your truck, but Ford, GM, and others keep sending the bill anyway. $800 a year here. 620,000 drivers paying there. This isn't innovation. It's a slow-motion theft of ownership. If that infuriates you, drop your angriest subscription story below and tell us which old truck you're never letting go.